So, I don't think Ricky's coming.
No, I was going to say, just gone 8. Jack, we're very well, thank you, or I am.
Yeah, I'm not too good. Voice is still crap. So, most of what you're going to hear is from Tony.
I'm going to be cutting down my hair while I'm watching you guys. Excellent, Devin. Very good. Amanda's not commenting. Devin says, Ricky's gone forever. Yeah, drink some water, Mark.
Tea.
Tea. Good old tea. No, Amanda, don't say a word.
Shandy, Badger, how are you doing?
Hi, guys.
We're just having a bit
How
of
the hell?
paranormal chat. We're just kind of relaxed this week because not doing too good, and that's it. So if you want to share your paranormal stories or whatever, we'll talk about them.
Mark, have you got a cold?
No, it's not cold. I've tested for COVID. It's not COVID. Seem to think it's strep throat.
Badger's coughing his guts out.
Badger, is Badger male or female? Or neither?
Yeah. Oh, I took that for granted, didn't I?
Thank you, Gemma. I seem to get everything. Whatever's going, I'll catch it.
Badger, what do you think? I think you're male.
I think female.
I think that, depending on the strength of some of your responses, I would say you're male.
No, I'd say that was female still. I was right, I said male.
100% male. Excellent. Excellent. Take some honey.
I've been drinking boiling water, but I've been putting honey in it.
Well, while it's
mixing it up.
boiling, no wonder you're coughing. Brr, 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 brr,
I'm not getting a date.
brr.
I
You
want
see what I
after
did
a
there?
date,
See what I
yeah.
did? Sorry, I'm trying to go between the lives.
We've got 2 platforms running. We've got the YouTube at this side and the
Hello.
TikTok over here.
Hi. Yeah, take some. I've got some honey and lemon. I could mix you some honey and lemon up if you wanted.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
We're doing good, thank you. Whoever that was on TikTok, I didn't see it.
Excellent.
It was. Is it Jave or Java? Or, what does that say, Tony? You're closer.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you are having a great night. Hiya, Jay.
Oh, Jay.
Hiya, Jay.
Hello, Tina.
Evening, everyone. Everyone,
We're just kind of
what's on tonight? Very excellent.
having a chat with everybody in a catch-up.
I'm missing comments here. Devin says, so I had my cousin announce her pregnancy and her little sister said that she dreamt about it before.
Wow. Dan
Excellent.
Hickman, hello.
Stronger, not wiser. Hello from Manchester.
Franz, good evening.
Great to have you in. I had dreams about my babies like that. Very spiritual. Aww.
Hi, Shandy.
Hi, Michelle.
Is anybody else's Alexa haunted? Tony's is haunted. It just says
no.
random stuff.
They've started putting adverts on now. Whatever you tell it to start to play, it plays freaking adverts. And they're getting in everywhere, aren't they? It'll be like my telly show and I'll just turn it off. Whenever an advert comes on, I will just turn it off. I had a dream of woolly mammoths were throwing water at me. I woke and my waters broke.
Wow.
Sorry, I've just been a little bit sick in my mouth there.
I did that on the way down at all. Puked.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Oh, don't like that. Don't like anything about that process.
Badger said
bit
they
weird.
saw a UFO last night.
Oh,
Whereabouts was you?
yeah. Or was it UFO or was it UAP? Oh, Gemma's laughing. Sammy Lane, thank you for the heart, mate. Thank you very much.
North
Thank
East.
you very much.
Are you near us, Badger? Are you our neck of the woods, North East?
Northeast. Yeah, where was it in the sky? What orientation was it? And have you come across any more reports of anybody else seeing anything strange?
Good evening, Mike Williams. If you don't know, Mike's the guy that sent us the photograph of that image what he'd captured in the hospital. What we made a video of on YouTube.
Yeah. Devin says, test Zena cards on each other.
Oh, you're joking. I don't feel well enough to do them.
I had a dream about a family friend asking my dad to call her. She passed away a week or so later. Yeah, dreams are weird things, aren't they?
What was that, Dan? Sorry. Off to the haunted hotel tomorrow. Can't wait to get back there. Hoping to have an active night. Dan.
Hey!
Yeah, it is brilliant. I mean, say hello to the guys for us. Say PSI said hi.
Yes, our matron.
Next Sunday they're releasing the episode what we're on.
They certainly are. They certainly are.
You're going to be wanting to watch that, I'm telling you now. It's some good stuff.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what they caught. And I was there.
I know.
Yeah?
Well, we witnessed some things, didn't we? And we can't say at the moment.
Absolutely. Yeah, that will be a great... The guys involved there who are producing it and actually doing it, you know, all running around working hard. They were so excited by the end of the night about what they'd caught around us.
They didn't want to go home.
No, that was it. They did not want to go home. It was a late night, but it was good. It was a good night. It was a good night.
It was in the Libra constellation, says Badger. You know someone else that's going tomorrow as well? Right, yeah, so there's Harry that owns it. There's Danny, and it's Matt, I believe.
Evening, Rachel.
Hello,
Great to have you in. Yeah.
Thinking in hindsight.
It might have been Starlight Satellite.
Who retracted that message? Somebody retracted it.
Badger's retracted a message. Thinking about it, it might have been another message retracted. It might have been the Starlight Satellite. Yeah.
Starlink.
Yeah. Of course, yeah, Starlink Satellite. Good evening, Bellis.
Drop us an email, Badger. Yeah, please do. You know my email, don't you? I put it on. I don't know how to swap the things. I'm on my mobile phone, not the desktop tonight, so it's going to be very basic.
You don't know how to swap the what? Oh, don't touch anything.
I know, I'll cut the live off. Right.
That's always my fear, that I do something, I don't know how to reverse back out of it. Oh, looks like Devin's got a string going on here. Let's have a look.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to cough. So it's...
On my grandma's 18th birthday, I started picking up on my past grandpa and my other cousin, who had a baby after my grandpa passed, asked me to channel him. She asked a question in her head. And the message I received was, yes, I see her every day. She asked if you had seen her baby.
If you send it to Mark T. Lindsay, that's LINDSAY, at hotmail.co.uk.
I'm trying to type on my mobile, my eyesight. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I've got glasses everywhere nowadays. Just in case I need them. I must admit, some days are worse than others. But I really do need to go to the opticians to get my little peepers checked. I kind of wore them for a bit when I was a kid, and then I kind of got better. And then they're slowly getting worse.
Have you guys got anything planned for Halloween? We have, yes. We hired the Old Nick Theatre in Gainsborough. Which is, it's like now it used to be a courtroom at the top and prison cells below. We was going to do it as a public event, but we've had to retract that because of insurances and things. It's just going to be...
Yeah, it's just going to be me and thee, innit? On the Halloween event. So that should be good. So that should be good. Yeah, just thought we'd do something different. Another Halloween investigation. As Mark said, we were going to open it up to be a public event, but we kind of sat and talked about it, and this time, like our last Halloween investigation, the Demon Church.
You
We
seen
thought-
Beardo's twin video yet? No. Oh, no, didn't they get... Hasn't Laney and Ben done something to Beardo and Purple?
What, done something to them in what sense?
They've put a claim of... what is it? I can't remember, I've slept since then.
Is it like plagiarism or something like that? Plagiarism? Or copyright claim?
Defamation, that's it, Shandy.
Defamation. Ah, fuck it. They ought to grow up, those two.
And Twin Paranormal had done it as well. People only put claims in like that when they're fake. Otherwise, why would you... There's no point, is there?
Well, they deserve to be defamed, those two, because they're hoaxers and they're just complete fakers. And we proved it in the videos that we've done about Laney and Ben, you know. So, how far is their claim going to get? Not very far.
So, yeah, I don't use Snapchat, whoever that was that said that. Dr. Spook, good evening. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I know Twin Paranormal have retracted it back off. Is it the share? Quite a lot of people have been doing Twin Paranormal just recently, debunking them, which isn't hard to do because they're fake just about everything.
Yeah. What do you think about talking in tongues? It was actively encouraged in the in my Pentecostal background. Yeah, it's one of the gifts of the Spirit, isn't it? The gift of being able to talk in tongues.
Badger's over on there now.
Hey Badger, the screen is bigger on TikTok.
Don't know why.
It is indeed, because this is that shape and that's that shape.
See, man's landscape at the
Oh,
minute.
yeah, that's right. Landscape and portrait. Boy.
I watched Fakey and Ben about 2 years ago for about 6 months. Then I saw the SLS stick figures and Ben in the background of them. Sussed it out himself. Then Beardo's channel was suggested by YouTube. All right. Sab the Seeker. I mean, first time we saw Laney and Ben's videos, straight away, I mean, he stopped doing the ghost videos. Have you noticed that? Because it's being debunked by just about everybody on YouTube.
Yeah.
He's now doing like documentaries.
Yeah, he's found out that one thing doesn't work for him, so he's moved on to something else just to see if he can make that work as well. Honestly. So Devin sent an interesting one. Tony, can you tell us a legend that we probably don't know?
Wow, did you hear that?
Wow.
Did you hear that? Hey, look at this. Mike's saying Purple also got defamation claim and he's going to war with them, filing a Section 7, so it might go to court. Wow.
Oh, for God's sake.
There's always a drama, isn't there?
Always a
But
sudden
yeah, fair
drama.
enough. Fair enough. If they're putting a claim against him, I would fight back, I think.
Yeah, but how's anything going to be proved? Because it's...
You can't prove
it's
paranormal's real, can you?
Exactly. Exactly. They're absolutely pissing in the wind. That was amazing. I'm so impressed with screeching tyres. Yeah, and I think that every time I hear a young lad in the car screeching his wheels, I think, wow, he is so cool. He's absolutely not a fucking dickhead at all. Absolutely, that is so cool, screeching your wheels, isn't it? Don't you think that whenever you see anybody setting off from traffic lights making a bit of a screech?
I can't afford to do that. Cost of tyres nowadays. And then petrol as well.
Well, yeah, true. I just think you are absolutely so not a dickhead. Yeah.
Apple said they would have to prove their ghosts were real, and they can't do that. Exactly.
That's exactly. They cannot.
Hi,
do it.
Peter, over on YouTube. How are you doing, sir?
Hi, Pete.
What do we think? Paranormal theory of 28 days. Wow, it's loud out there tonight, isn't it? Theory is that you have to be investigating for a consistent 28 days to collect sufficient evidence.
Well, the first question I would ask there, Peter, is where did this theory come from and who brought it forward?
If if I could afford to stay off work for 28 days and investigate, I would.
Yeah, if you could afford to do that, you wouldn't be working, would you?
No.
No. Yeah, there goes £5 every time they screech the tyres. I literally, I'm going to throw a handful of nails on that road one night.
Babsy, thank you for all those gifts. Excellent.
Shouldn't all these paranormal channels be helping each other and trying to get proof not fake? And we have said this for years about paranormal unity, but do you know what? It will never happen because some people just don't want it.
So, there's demons everywhere. Just sad. I wish we had more people. Yeah.
Yeah, everything's a demon, isn't it?
You see, we can jump between the two. We can be debunkers or paranormal investigators, and when we investigate, we absolutely rip everything to pieces. Literally. But like you said, people want money. They want to be famous, so they fake it.
Badger says, "Have you read the Book of Enoch?"
Pete's saying there's a documentary on Netflix. I'll try and find the title. Mike's saying it was the Warrens that came up with that theory.
Yeah, it is. Well, to Ed Warren, everything was a demon. Even Chris McKinnell, his grandson, says, look, it was a different time, we don't think everything's a demon. Unfortunately, people still do, and they don't think that at all, do they? They don't think anything's a demon. But Ed and Lorraine did.
I think the Warren Foundation, after, working with them and talking to them quite a lot, they think like we do.
Yeah.
They're really pissed off with all the fakers on YouTube.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's so refreshing. Yeah, Badger says, no, not Powell, not Enoch Powell. But yes, we have read the Book of Enoch. In fact, we've read a few more as well. In fact, I've got a few more good ones up there in my reference library.
It wasn't the Warrens, it was their son-in-law, Tony. Yeah, he was married to the daughter, Judy.
Judy.
That's our Spookfest. Like you guys, thank you.
Which ones? Let's have a look.
It is a drag strip out there, isn't it?
Well, it's a big long road in front of a river, that's the problem.
We'll have to petition for some speed bumps.
Or a goon.
I've got the Book of Enoch at home.
You can't say that. You can't bloody say that.
Tony's a total fraud, is he? Oh, you mean who's married to Judy?
Yeah, not me.
What makes you think that? You're going to share your story? Can't remember the surname. It's Paris. I can't remember his surname. I should know that. Read the Select Time Prophecy. It's about sharing positive energy. Am I still feeling poorly? Yeah, I'm not too good. I can't talk too much. My throat, every time I swallow, it's like I'm swallowing glass. That's the feeling. It really hurts. So I've been on a lot of painkillers. Doctor won't give me any antibiotics because he said there's no infection there. I said, well, there is certainly something there. Watch the show on Netflix, you'll soon agree. All right. Strep. Badger, yeah, strep throat. That's what they're suggesting it is, which is highly contagious. But I've had it for over 2 weeks, so it's not in that contagious kind of, well, it can be up to 3 weeks really, but I haven't touched Tony. I ain't coughed on it.
Oh, I should hope not. So it's no wonder people think that we're an item, isn't it? Saying things like that. We're not. The people over the years who've said, are you two a couple? No, absolutely not. Yeah, there we are, Book of Enoch. I think you can make that, or even though it's backwards, you know exactly what it is. Yeah, we've got all the interesting things.
I've tried Manuka honey and lemon in warm water. No, I've been having honey in warm water.
Manuka honey is absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. The Gospel of Judas, which is very, very interesting indeed. The Gospel of Philip.
Gargle with hot water as you can bear it. All right. I ain't eating loads of raw garlic.
And moving right to the other end of the spectrum, and you can find some really good books in second-hand shops. Can't you? I found this about 6 months ago, didn't I? And it makes really interesting reading. And it's... I thought I recognised the title as I walked past it. It's Gems from the Equinox. Alistair Crowley.
The guy who betrayed Jesus, yeah.
Oh, no, but did he betray him?
No.
Because if Judas didn't do... If he didn't do what he had to do in the Garden of Gethsemane by selling out Jesus to the Roman authorities, right, because they held up like a secret Sanhedrin, and the Jews said, well, he is breaking the law, but that was never made clear what the law it was. If it wasn't for Judas, the prophecy would never have been fulfilled, would it? So is Judas in heaven or is he in hell?
You could say that about Jesus, though, that if he didn't step into some of the positions he did, he hasn't fulfilled the prophecies.
Well, no, that's because the Judaism was literally expecting someone to come forward and as to be a leader for their people.
Well, that's one of the arguments.
Carrying a literal sword, not a spiritual one.
Well, that was one of the arguments, wasn't it? That Jesus was trying to fit into the prophecy.
Yeah. I mean, there's loads of things said about that, or people trying to make the prophecy fit around Jesus. I've heard it from both sides, to be honest. But it's, but no, it all makes interesting reading. In fact, I think I've got a little copy of my Apocrypha up there. You know, the books that aren't in the Bible.
And what if Judas was actually Jesus' real brother?
Well, I mean, some people say it was, don't they?
Peter's going to say something about that now. I can see it coming. Anyway, we're not having a discussion on religion.
Yeshua.
Joshua.
Yeah, the real name of Jesus. Yeah, so it goes right from one side to the other, and I do love my book collection. And some
Guys,
people have said
send a link to the live when it finishes, please.
Some people have said in the past.
What? Oh, we're just losing the TikTok feed. We'll be back shortly on TikTok. We're still on YouTube.
Good grief!
It's a Catholic primary school. I can't remember much. I didn't follow it. Yeah. Book of Mark is very good, interesting book as well. Different endings. Yeah. Well, saying Mark was actually before Matthew, aren't they? Tina, what do you mean a link? When it finishes, who wants a link to the live when it finishes? It'll be on the YouTube. It saves it automatically.
That sort
So,
of
did
tablet.
anybody watch the video that Beardo did the other night with Harple and can't remember the name of the team they went with.
Thingamajig, you know.
I'm sure somebody must have been.
What not? It was what not and Thingamajig.
I wanted to know how it went because I didn't see it. Gillian, how are you doing? Oh, good luck at my haunted hotel.
Bloody hell.
Can you bring people live on here? I think I can on my desktop. I ain't even going to attempt it on my phone. Tried it last time, Jack, didn't I? And I couldn't get the live going, so I don't know what's going on. Judas betrayed Jesus because he wanted to force Jesus into a corner so that he had to reveal himself as the Messiah. Yeah?
Yeah. Do you say you're the Son of God?
TikTok's crashed, Tony's just reloaded it on his phone.
For God's sake.
SR Spookfest just shared this, excellent.
La 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 la.
So on the 18th of this month we're going filming with our moderators. Well, the ones what are in the UK anyway. We're going to give them a camera and let them run loose around this haunted building. An alleged haunted building.
Should be interesting. Well, yeah, a haunted building where we've got results from in the past.
Oh, Rachel, Tony's just reloading it. His tablet's crashed. He's had an. I think he's going to start using the other one at some point out, he said.
Yes.
Just loading his phone up now.
End live on other device. Where is that gonna? For God's sake.
Can't wait for the 18th, Tina. It'll be interesting.
Here we go. So we've got the live back.
Any location that you would really like to go back to and why? I know what you're trying to get us to say, Peter. The ancient Ram Inn, we would, yes. We'd go back to the Haunted Hotel as well. We loved it there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was a good night. Do we keep saying that?
Very tiring. Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah, you're back. Yeah.
Take care, Andrew. Have a good night.
On my phone. Come off the tablet again because it's just... Anyway. Yeah, I'm going to have to change it. I'm going to have to... Yeah, I've made
You've
my
got a
mind.
little laptop, haven't you? Yeah, next time you go live on Wednesday, set your laptop up.
Yeah, I might have
There's
to.
a bigger screen, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Tony's
Yeah, I
got a
might do
Hank
that.
Schrader thing going on tonight.
What? Who's Hank Schrader?
I had a ram in time, Peter. So when Peter finally comes back to the UK, I think Peter's going to come with us.
It's strange how you get drawn back to locations, says Gemma. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's only because you know or you feel that there's something there and you want to pick up on it more, or you want to come away with the same results or even more results to add to your God, what's the bloody word? Evidence. Yeah.
When and how did we meet Ricky? Ricky started working in
Hi, Lauren.
funeral care where I work during the day. So that's how we met Ricky.
Yes. Samlesbury Hall is a good one. A lot of activity there. Amazing EVPs. Yeah.
Lauren's
Excellent.
Paranormal.
Whereabouts is that? Whereabouts is that?
Where's that?
Samlesbury Hall. Whereabouts is that, Gemma?
I've heard of that before.
Samlesbury.
Salisbury, is it? And you're writing small on your phone.
Missed what you were both saying about mods and cameras, says Babs.
Right, Babs, so, yeah, we're going to give the mods a video camera as we did last time and just kind of leave you to it. Happy Sunday, Lauren's Paranormal.
It's in Cornwall.
Cornwall.
Very good. Yeah, very
It's a
good.
nice place.
Badge is back in a bit. It's in between Preston and Blackburn.
If you know wants to work in either funeral care or in the pathology to work out how people died. Right, okay. Yeah, it's not for everybody.
No, it's not. It's not. We've got Tibby Gray asking, can we play What's in the Books again? Yeah, we'll be doing that again.
Probably next week.
Jar.
Make sure you hit the like, guys. SR Spookfest.
In fact, we have
Thank
to say something about Thursday evening. It's that I misunderstood a lot of stuff that was going on
while we're here.
on Thursday. Yeah, while we're here. Thanks for reminding us about it, by the way. I misunderstood a lot of stuff that was going on
at the moment, Shandy.
On Thursday evening, and we had one follower of the channel who was very, very good at guessing what was in the box. And somebody, not one of us, but somebody suggested that it may be one of the moderators that's kind of like messing around, because Mark, being daft in the beginning of the night, having a bit of a laugh, did the first guess from one of his other accounts, and so someone said, "Oh, it's one of the moderators messing around," and then they were saying,
"Yeah, it wasn't the moderators. Everybody on the TikTok live started jumping on the mods." And that was unfair.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the mods.
It wasn't the moderators. It was. I'm not going to say the name, but it was someone who had tuned in, and she ended up being incredibly good at knowing what was in that box. And after the fourth time she guessed it, fourth time in a row, I thought, no way, no chance. There's something really weird going on. Someone's messing around, and I'd kind of like had enough of it by the end of them. But apparently it wasn't. She was genuine. So we got straight back onto her and said, look, you did nothing wrong. You know, we're just amazed you were able to guess it 4 times in a row. And yeah.
Bad collective reaction, says Devon.
Bad collective reaction, but there were reasons there. If those reasons weren't there, it wouldn't have been that kind of reaction, you know. She did so well. She really did well, Gemma. She did like as well as you did the other week. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not gonna. I mean, we are overcautious because we do say question everything.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna jump straight on it. We're gonna play it a little easier next time, I think.
Well, we have to write a protocol as to how to handle situations like this because we actually don't have one as a group. So we're going to put something down in black and white and steps to follow if anything like this happens again.
Is that going to go dead?
I'm not sure.
Red.
I don't know.
It'll be all right.
Plug your pack in.
Oh, have you got a C wire?
Have I got a C cable?
Thank you very much.
It's all right.
Oh, and for the mods as well, we've been talking about a new ESP game, what we may be bringing to the table.
Yes.
We're not going to mention it yet.
Yes.
Because if we do, everybody will be doing it.
That's right. But it's quite exciting. It is quite exciting. It's kind of like a what's in the box kind of thing where you've got to guess something. But and you all actually know what it is, but
maybe we could only win one prize. Yeah,
that's yet to be revealed.
Something as well. What we've been talking about, we're going to start doing like monthly giveaways for our subscribers on YouTube and TikTok. So we will post prizes out. It's only going to be not massive prizes, but cool little prizes.
But prizes worth having. Prizes worth having. I think the last person who won something off here was Frail God, wasn't it?
Yeah, we sent a pack of tarot cards.
Yeah, and we graffitied all the box up and signed all the box and drew pictures on it. And this, she absolutely loved it. She absolutely loves it.
Yeah, we do give back to the subscribers on both channels. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to little prize giveaways.
Like a pipe. No, not a pipe.
A used tea bag.
a used tea bag. Yeah.
Want to go back to investigating the lodge again? I don't know. We've done that one quite a few times. Maybe a different Masonic lodge.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guys, you're the sweetest. Seriously. Hey! Yeah, brilliant. And I've even been able to sort out... I had it. I've had it earlier. I've done it. But I've moved a lot of stuff into the bedroom since, so it's probably in there. I've even been able to sort out a bigger box than I used last time for that thing that I'm sending you. So that should... it's not a silly little slim parcel anymore. It's like quite a substantial box.
Does that mean it's charging if it's blinking?
Yeah, it should be.
Panaka, Devon's over on YouTube as well.
And it's definitely charging, is it? That's definitely got charge in it.
Yeah.
That should be charging
full.
then.
It's not full of charge, but yeah, it's on.
Oh yeah, that should be charging then. Yeah, it's very good. Excellente.
So yeah, keep an eye out. Keep coming back to these lives, and you will start seeing some giveaways for our subscribers.
Excellent, because you deserve it. Yeah, there'll be some interesting little things we'll be posting out, and maybe some of the things we even use ourselves.
Mrs. Geek, hello, how are you doing? I haven't seen you for a while.
In fact,
I tried to catch that live what Beto was on with Purple, and I wasn't sure what team had gone out with. Was it Cornish Paranormal? That wasn't Cornish Paranormal. I can't remember who it was.
Where did they go?
Beto, Mark's still coughing. Yeah, I've got a throat infection. I can't get rid of it. Sarah G, hello. I don't know, Bedo, where did you go on with Purple the other night? Was it last night? Oh, Dorset Paranormal, I knew it was something like that.
Milkshake Girl, I've come across your videos on YouTube and it brought me here. Wonderful.
Being on a shift for 5 days, so I've been a bit absent. Sorry, no, I have to be sorry, I just... Cap, hello Cap Cindy.
Hi, Bedo and Mrs. Geek.
So we were saying earlier, Bedo,
Excellent.
that we've been watching this thing, what's going on with Lenny and Ben, just seeing how that turns out. Last night, some hole in the ground in some witch woods. Is that the witchy woods? What Tom
Bookmaster.
That's not a real surname, is it? Tom from Haunted Finders always goes to.
Oh, Cheese back on. Hi, sorry if I caused a problem the other night. I just thought I'd give it a try. Chi, you didn't cause any problems whatsoever. You didn't cause any problems.
Yeah, just misunderstanding Chi.
Yeah, I thought it, because you were doing so well, I thought it was just someone. I thought, hang on a minute, 4 times in a row, that's someone's taking the mickey. But it appears that someone wasn't taking the mickey. You know, I mean, we've had that happen before.
Not sure,
But you know, that there were extenuating circumstances at the beginning of the night that made me think that it may be someone just playing, but it wasn't. We would actually like. We know you're a shy type, and you know you don't have to do it. But maybe
are we doing any more debunkers?
we could have like a private conversation or a private session over some kind of media where we could do some like Xenocard testing or something like that. It would just be interesting to see that if it's a consistent effect with you. That would really
People
be fascinating.
thought that I was Chi.
Yeah.
Chi's there.
Yeah. Hey Clive, great to see
So
you.
if you just joined us live on YouTube, we've been talking about giving away monthly giveaways to people who are subscribed to our channel.
Yeah, to people who
to the
damn
TikTok
well
as well.
deserve it.
We're posting out little gifts.
Little wins.
Just as a thank you. And it wasn't my idea, it was the mods. The mods come up with it.
Oh,
We
right.
used to do it before though, didn't we?
Yeah, Devin. I mean, we just think people know this and take it for granted, but we don't. We kind of do forget ourselves. Yeah, Chi, we are actually paranormal investigators, and we log Xenocard
Awesome.
sessions and this, that, and the other. And we have and we've had a few people stand out in the past, which has been absolutely fascinating to see. That's why we're so interested in running a couple of these. Right. Low pressure tests, really, just because we think it would be exciting.
Tony, there's one for you up there, look.
Chi says, I'll have a think. I'm a very nervous person. We understand that. You know, the ball's in your court, Chi. You don't have to do it. The spotlight isn't on you. It's all... just from our perspective, it'd be very, very interesting. Okay, you think about it, please.
From Beardo.
Giveaways. Tony's trying to feed people again, lol.
Posting sausage rolls out to people.
Ooh, can you imagine? Crusty, slimy sausage rolls after they've been in the post for a week. Oh, that wouldn't be very nice, would it? Or Ginster's pasty with an extra bit of blue mould in the middle, at no extra cost.
I mean, just to let you know, before in the past we've posted out brand new decks of tarot cards, ultra fire torches,
That's right.
what else have we sent out? I can't remember.
We've sent out coast torches, which are like a really good make. What else have we sent out? Oh, loads of brilliant bits and bobs. That I think people. A little proper in-ear wooden dual driver headphones for use on private investigations when you're playing your EVPs back there. Absolutely brilliant. With just tons of stuff like that. Oh, Babsy says, I won a headlamp. Yeah. Oh, that was a while back, Babs.
Lawrence Paranormal and Random Content is saying, Beedo, your vid with Purple needs to happen more for our mental well-being. I haven't actually seen it yet. I'll catch up on it later. I can imagine it's quite funny.
She says, Devin, my nanny used to practice and I watched her, but I don't practice myself. All right, okay.
I was saying they gave me all coins and a hotel bed hygiene light. Yeah. Yeah, we give Beto UV lamp just to check the mattress and the sheets.
we did it in one room. I wonder what, because we were under observation at all times. And I wonder what they thought when I shone one on a bed and Mark said, "Ugh, is that an ass print there?" And we were both laughing like hell at the iridescence of the marks on this bed sheet. But anyway, that's a different story.
Yeah, when we bump into each other again, Beto, I've got some more coins and stuff. Excuse me, you can have just as trigger objects. Brian saying hello from New England. Nice drum kit.
Thank you very much.
Beto saying we had him laughing.
Neurosis is the extra free gift that comes with the UV light, yeah. Neurosis and paranoia. Because I tell you what, Aisha will give one to Rachel. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness, do you know what? I've got a spare one somewhere as well. Still in its box. No.
What are you saying about Rachel or about mods?
Oh, Rachel knows as well. Rachel's got a cleaning thing.
I thought you meant something else then.
No. I mean, Rachel's got a cleaning thing.
Well, I originally give it to Beto because they're really good for reflecting back off invisible thread. But
yeah,
if you're going to sleep on a bed, you've got to check it.
That's right. And I tell you what they are. Give me what, says Rachel. Don't tell her. No, we were saying, and I'll tell you what, Beardo, they're absolutely brilliant for checking areas that may have just recently been disturbed as well. Because you'll see the disturbance in like the natural debris around a certain point, or where there's no dust or apparent dust or any marks or anything like that. It shows up straight away with the UV. You know, marks where fingers have been and.
Brian's been playing since he was 10. He's now 51.
Hey, yeah. Do it about the same as me. Yeah, started playing at school. Yes.
I'm dying to get this video out of Haunted Hotel, but we can't till after next Sunday.
Yeah.
Got some good footage.
Absolutely.
I had a lot going on in that room when I was by myself.
Who said that?
Beto actually used it last night in an investigation for comedy value, of course.
Excellent.
Your teeth and your eyes light up really good under UV as well.
Yeah, they get really iridescent, don't they? But you shouldn't really shine it in your own eyes too much. That's quite bad. Yeah. That's quite bad. Yeah.
We've just got some new black lights, haven't we?
We have just got some new black lights. Yeah, and they're, in fact, I might have an example of one out here, but it doesn't look like I have. But they're wonderful little things.
Yeah, they're really good.
Really good little things, yeah. Yeah, Rachel, we were saying about black lights, that they show up bacteria and things like that. Tiny little scraps of food left in your kitchen that will iridesce under UV light. And so we were just having a bit of a joke and saying, oh, give Rachel one. That would be the end of you. Because nothing would be clean enough after that. Nothing would be clean enough.
I've used blue light. It does work good for low light filming and not over bright. We use a lot of red light. Yeah. I mean, we have spectrum lamps. You can dial in any colour that you want to film in, and they come in pretty handy. Good tip if you want to illuminate something and you want to see maybe down a really dark corridor, or you want to just make it easier on the eye. Green light is excellent. Green light is the light that you will use if you want to. It's the best for detecting movement. Green light. It's something in the natural. It's
rods and for hunt when we used to hunt or something.
Hunters use it because apparently the animals can't see it.
Yeah, they don't get spooked by green light, but green light is the best for spotting movement in. Red light you use if you don't want to lose your night vision.
Yeah,
if you want to
Mr.
illuminate
Roughdog said,
something.
There's some lasers on walls for investigations we used. Anyone tried infrared? We always use infrared, but we use red lamps because your infrared camera will not pick up a red lamp. Black lights are good for a hotel room. Yeah,
They are exceptionally good for hotel rooms. Like night vision. Yeah, we use night vision, Gemma. In fact, we have flipping it. We've got a full complement of night vision stuff and stuff that people haven't even seen. We have Bushnell digital night sights, magnification night sights that record video. We have a couple of the military phosphor night sights, you know, and we use infrared cameras. When we want the lights off, we flick everything to infrared and it sees in the infrared spectrum. Crikey, we use heat cameras, don't we? Infrared
Thermal.
heat cameras, thermal cameras. Just for we can basically pick up anything if it's got a heat signature or if it moves, we'll pick it up.
right.
You know.
Like the REM pod video. Yeah, I like meching that. It was cool.
Nuclear fallout. We actually do have a dosimeter in the kit as well.
Yeah.
Because if we think, well, if we're measuring all these other values, why should that not be a value that's not worth measuring, kind of thing? Yeah.
On
So
purple, I colour light sometimes they will turn all the way on, but they never catch it. You use a purple light. We must have spent a fortune on equipment. We've been doing it for 31 years. We've spent a fucking fortune.
you know, this equipment hasn't just built up overnight. It's taken years. I mean, if some of the lighting options we've got are absolutely obscene, from small LED lighting panels for our cameras right up to the big LED Lenser X21 torches. And what are those torches? We've just got a pair of little Immolent torches on board, 13,000 lumen.
Fire starters, basically.
They literally start fires. But if you want a lot of light really quick, that's on your belt, then these little Immolents are absolutely fantastic. Oh God, we've got all lights that generate all different types of light. We've got search and rescue lamps.
So Tony's even kitted out his vehicle, PSI mobile.
Yeah. We've got a full screen
Solar
in there.
panels,
It's got solar
screens.
panels, screen. Say if we wanted to use it as like a command center, it's got 240 volt electrics.
Franz has said a good thing here.
Brilliant.
It's amazing with all the tech out there that 99% of paranormal teams still get grainy images.
We don't. That's the
Shit.
one thing we say as well. With all the technology nowadays, there is no excuse for some grainy image of something paranormal. You will never ever see that from us. You will never see that from us. That's
Not now,
exactly
you
what
won't.
we say.
Our cameras and lighting's just it's top of the range. It has to be.
We've actually got another 4K infrared video camera coming. It should be coming. It's coming from Germany. It should be turning up this week sometime. So yeah. So yeah. I mean, we are always willing to invest in the gear because we believe it's.
Jeez, everyone talks about cold spots and
Get
that
your best
spirits of
captures.
cold. What's your thoughts on seeing heat signature? And people saying it's a ghost. Heat. Yeah, I mean, you get cold spots, you're going to get heat spots as well, aren't you? That's what thermal images are for.
Thing is, what we found in the course of our investigations, and we found this thing really quickly. Most of the heat spots that we've caught on our thermal camera have been caused by reflective heat from another person in the room or from the person who's actually holding that camera.
Or a reflection in a window and it's bouncing back.
Yeah, or even just off a wall or something.
Somebody's touched the wall.
Yeah, you've got to remember, if you walk past a wall and touch it, even just like that real quick, as you're walking past, there'll be a handprint on that wall for the next 3 or 4 minutes because our camera is so sensitive, it'll register that handprint.
Anything that creates kinetic energy as well, that's going to create some sort of heat source. Hang on, we've lost quite a few. I've ever tried a microwave frequency sensor? It's the area like between. Yeah, I mean the tri-field meters, they pick up microwave. Where benchmark.
Oh, thank you.
Peter's asking, is there going to be any dolls to give away? You know what Pete's like? He likes blow up dolls.
Peter does like dolls, yeah. Yeah.
It can reflect around the area from around. Yeah, it can. It can reflect
That's-
from brickwork as well.
Yeah. Do you know, it's using any tools like this on paranormal investigation, I always liken it to using diagnostic equipment when you plug it into an OBD port on a car. It'll guide you to the problem. You've still got to use what's in your head to actually come up with what the problem is. You know, it will help you, it will guide you to the problem or what it is, but you've still got to use your common sense. You know, just use these things as tool to put a picture together.
Look what I've done.
Oh, that's really clever. Oh, that's really good.
Brian, you can get a basic REM pod cheap. Look up the Theremin chip. It's like $20. Does the same. Yeah, I mean, like the video I put out about the REM pod, it is a Theremin basically, and there's a couple of websites on the video showing you where you can buy them from.
Jar. Ooh, jar. Keep tapping those screens, guys. Keep tapping those screens. Don't be shy. Tap away. Tap away.
Tap tap. Rachel was asking for a bag to breathe, and I don't know what discussion they're having over there.
Surprise. Yeah, I was going to say. I've just been watching the YouTube feed. Let's have a look. Let's scroll down on this.
Are we believers or skeptics? We are skeptical until we presented that evidence.
We're liking ourselves to Fox Mulder. You know, we want to believe, but we need to see the evidence first. But we're not opposed to the idea of there being something out there. You know, and I've had conversations with people who say to me, "Oh, that's what you believe in ghosts anyway." I said, "No."
Yeah, we don't. We're not trying to make people believe ghosts exist at all.
Yeah, that's why we're out looking for them. That's why we're out looking for the evidence. You know, if we already knew and we believed it, we wouldn't be so fussed about.
Alex Ryder, what do you think of going back to old school equipment? We still use it. We've got it.
Yeah, we've got all the old school equipment as well.
You've got to be aware though that things can interfere with the tape decks because the magnetic tape and things.
But it's yeah.
Can I just grab a glass of water?
Yeah, of course you can. I mean, crikey, I've said for a long time, you know, you get your feed that goes into a digital recorder. It's a bunch of ones and zeros, and that's the thing. That's your digital fingerprint that makes that sound. That's what it's stored as. When you run a magnetic tape recorder, which is stored on magnetic tape, it's basically analog. It's the kind of like the amplitude or it's that field strength which is changing all the time, which puts that magnetic fingerprint onto the magnetic tape, so you can play it back. It's a much more like organic way of doing it. And I like cassette tape. I like cassette tape.
I do. I like vintage stuff. You seem to get more on tape anywhere.
Can a Sony Walkman pick up conversation? If it's got a record function, I don't see why not. I don't see why not.
Oh, bollocks. Have you had any experiences that can explain how that you would say definitely paranormal? We've never actually said anything is paranormal. We've never said, yes, that's a ghost.
But we've had some very, very strange experiences.
We always say it's unexplained if we can't explain it. My throat's really dry.
Gemma says, does it take you a long time to go through all your evidence caught? Mark?
Yeah. We've still got about 6 years worth of footage to go through. We just don't get round to doing it.
Yeah, we have from some investigations. If you bear in mind that one of our Canon 4K cameras takes 2 SD cards, and they're both 64 gigabytes of information each. And then we've got the 3 field recorders, that all again take SD cards. Which
body cams, they're HD, they're not 4K, but they're... Actually, we have got some 4K body cams.
Yeah, we have, haven't we?
Yeah.
all that information needs to go through. So we really have to consider what gear we're going to take on an investigation now, because we have to know how much time we've got after it
Hi,
to
Callum.
see if we can go through the evidence or not.
I'm missing a lot of things here. I can't read them all out because my throat's hurting.
Gemma says, I'll go through some for you. Oh, bless you.
I
Bless
googled
you.
REM pods after your video, Mike. It's shocking how much scammers are selling those things and components cost less than the takeaway. Yeah. So the REM pod kit, what is a theremin, basically, only costs about £12. And they're selling them for £140 when they've made them.
Cool.
They're not reliable, as you've gathered. Magnetic tape uses magnets just like we use EMF meters to detect spirit.
128 gigabyte would be better. Yeah, there wouldn't really be any point in using 128 gigabyte cards in our cameras, Rosalind. It's all down to the fact that even though we've got bigger batteries for the cameras, the time on each battery can't outlast the time on each SD card, if you know what I mean. I mean the SD card would way outlive the life of the battery before it gave in. I mean, we have spare batteries, but we found out that kind of like a 64 gigabyte card is like just enough for one of the batteries, kind of thing. So you've got to like change both.
Tony, here's one for you.
But they are proper 4K cards with a high transfer speed, and they're really expensive. And the 128 gig ones would be about 180 quid a piece.
Stella's asking, if the Walkman is playing a tape, can a conversation be heard?
If the Walkman is playing a tape, can a conversation be? I don't understand. Well, what you have to do is, if you've got to record. I don't think Sony Walkmans record, do they? So it would be no good for the job. You would have to have something that would actually record or put something down as a signal on magnetic tape. Then you'd have to listen back to it to see if there's a voice or a conversation on it.
Francis is saying, my missus bought an 8K camera. It arrived here in South Africa, a wedding function. They are very pricey. They are very pricey.
8K, wow.
We've seen loads of things we cannot explain. We don't ever say it's a ghost. We say, wow.
Yeah, although we might say from time to time, well, yeah, that's paranormal. Because it is. It's that normality that's running along the normal. That's what paranormal means. But we'd be hard-pressed to say, yeah, that was definitely a ghost. Because we don't know.
I always say it's unexplained if we can't.
That's right. That is unexplained. Rosalind, terabyte, 128 terabytes. Have you any idea how big that is?
Just 1 terabyte's about 1,000 gig in it.
It is. It is.
I should go into shares with these strepsils.
You would never get that on an SD card. Never. I mean, we have something. What do we have? Like 4 or 5 terabyte hard drives. We use the separate hard drives for putting all the paranormal stuff on it, because there is so much
externals.
And we just don't. I don't want to cram my computer full of stuff, and Mark don't want to cram his computer full of stuff. So it's creaking and groaning at the same.
Francis said,
so we
can't debunk it, isn't it? Is it paranormal? No, it just means we can't debunk it. Somebody else might be able to.
But it is only that 1 or 2% of evidence you're left with at the end of the night, after you've got rid of everything else and said, yeah, well, that can be caused by so and so, so and so. That's explained away because of X, Y, Z. That was strange, but we know that was so and so going on at that time. And then it's that little bit at the end that you can't really think, well, what was that? We can't explain that. That is unexplained, you know.
That is the dog's bollocks.
Absolutely, bigger perhaps better than 64 gigabytes. You had Clive says you had a good few EVPs on your investigations on YouTube. Yeah, we've
It's more of what you feel at the time or see than any.
in the years we've been investigating, we've garnered a few really good Class A EVPs. Yeah, we have got a lot of good Class A EVPs. But then again, I think we seem to average one a year, something like that. They are really rare to come across.
Mr. Rough Dog's asking us to upload onto another channel all the spare bits of footage we've got to see if the public can spot something and alert you on it. The only thing is with that is, it'd take us about a year to upload all our spare footage.
Yeah.
So what we do is when it's winter and we're not doing anything, we start going through it.
Fran says very few YouTubers get the EVPs you get. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
They're like rocking horse shit. They're very rare Class A EVPs.
Yeah.
We've only had a few in the years we've been doing it.
But it's always, it's, do you know, it's the weirdest feeling when you play that digital recorder back and there's something on there that wasn't in the room at the time. And it feels good, doesn't it? It's always, wow, that excited moment. Can you please do that again? Can you? It really does. But it's, please, can you do that again? Can you give us more confirmation?
Stella said she heard a voice in my old mental hospital video. Did you? What, the last one I went to by myself? Oh, I'll have to check it out. All right, I'll have a look.
How long would you stay at a well-known haunted place to get a decent amount of evidence? Great question.
We've been, like Delapole site for it. We've been going back for a few years now.
That's right, yeah. We call it, it's one of those places that is an ongoing investigation. And it is also one of those places where we know of, excuse me, it's the only place we know of where there is a predictable haunting. You can make something happen by fulfilling a certain amount of criteria. And I mean, I think Mark's just going to agree. He'll say, well, yeah, we've had people there visit us. I mean, Tony Beacock, I mean, Pete, who's over on YouTube, Pete Beacock's nephew, he came with us one night. I mean, we had another paranormal team member from a team over in Scunthorpe, Michelle, she joined us one night. And on the same night, we both put them through the same experiment and they experienced the footsteps.
Babs, thank you as well, by the way. I saw that popping up. Check this out. Helen's saying, I watched quite a few paranormal groups on TikTok. After watching a lot of your videos on YouTube and debunking, I'm now sitting on the fence. I'm 50-50. You should question everything.
Absolutely.
That's one of our catchphrases.
Yeah.
Question everything.
Question everything. And you might soon see that on some of our t-shirts.
Do you know, the mods were asking me, can you get a merch shop going? I said, we're not that big.
Yeah.
We're only a small group. People want the PSI hats.
That's right, they are fairly cool. Coffee Bean, evening. Great to have you in.
Flicky what?
Coffee Bean. Hello to you both. Have you ever been able to help a spirit cross over?
Yeah, but there's no... We wouldn't be able to prove that, even though, yeah, I can say yes, because but PSI is a very sceptical team. We cannot prove that we've done that.
Yeah.
We've helped a lot of families, definitely.
And who can prove that? We've had a lot of mediums contact us, not being very happy about the way we've spoken about them or mediumship in general. Because during the course of my life, and I'm sure during the course of Mark's life as well, we've encountered very, very few what we would term real, genuine mediums. People that have absolutely blown us away with their abilities and what they know and what they can do and what they can channel.
Franz wants a t-shirt what says, question everything. Excellent.
I would imagine people would. Yeah. Yeah. And PSI says, excelente.
Because Babs was telling me yesterday, you two have got your own catchphrases, you don't even know it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I said, have I? Well, what are mine?
Yours is excellente, and apparently I say bollocks quite a lot.
Yeah, and don't do anything stupid. That's it, don't do anything stupid.
I'm always sceptical, even though my communication is genuine, because I can't. I'm sceptical. Why do all the spirits seem to say help me? Are they all distressed? I don't know if they do they? You're a minister. Which church are you part of? How do they feel about your paranormal investigating? So, I'm in lay ministry at the minute because I'm not ordained, but I'm with the Church of England, and the church that is coaching me or teaching me, and the priest what's teaching me, he knows everything to do.
Gemma, Devin, we might be able to sort that out.
He he told me a few stories, and if there's any problems, they will get in touch with me. But yeah, the church know about it. We don't go advertising it. That I do that with the church. God, my throat. I'm sure somebody's poisoned me.
Yeah, bloody Tina. Urgh. No, in fact, one of your mentors was the exorcist, one of the exorcists in the Diocese of Hull, Tom Willis, wasn't it? Years and years ago.
Yeah, he wasn't really. He didn't mentor me as such. He directed me. But this was before I went into the church to do that sort of work.
Yeah, yeah. Noreen Farnhurst, have you ever had a spirit make you cry? Not to my knowledge, but I wouldn't really be able to answer that question because I wouldn't know. But not to my knowledge.
We've actually received injuries off investigations. Not because we've fallen in an open grave, but we've just had scratched, being felt as if we're being punched, kicked, and there's nothing there.
I got that weird cramp in my lower back up at Delapole.
We all did,
when we
didn't we?
were
We
up
all
there
got
with
that.
Tina. We were all ill for about 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That was weird. That was weird. Hi there. I had to rest up against a tree, shaped like a crankshaft, for about 2 or 3 minutes till this thing passed. It was the weirdest thing.
Franz genuinely believes. As we speak to the sound might be the hardest thing to prove. I guess we'll never know until we're dead, if there's such a place.
Yeah.
I'd like to think there is a place.
I'd like to think there is a place, but if there isn't, you're not going to know about it anyway, so don't worry. I think I've told you this story before. I used to work with a lad who we used to have conversations, and he used to say, I'm absolutely death. Literally frightens me to death. Just the thought of being dead. And I said, well, what frightens you about it so much? He said, well, what if there's nothing? What if there's nothing? That's going to be the most awful thing. I said, right, okay. Can you remember what it was like before you were born? He went, no. I said, congratulations, it's just going to be like that. You don't need to worry. And he went, oh, well, I've never thought about it that way before.
Peter said the spirits we come across all seem to be negative. No, not all the time.
We had a really polite one up at Delapole, didn't we? He actually said, would you like to leave us a message? This is on a YouTube video, guys. This is on one of our YouTubes, and I swear down, we were both there and we looked at each other when it said, and we were both laughed. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
And it said, would you like to leave us? Would you like to talk to us, communicate with us, or tell us your name? And what did it say?
This was it. No, thank you.
That's it. This real old fella's voice came through. It went, no, thank you. And we said, oh, that was really polite. That was the weirdest thing.
I got grabbed and never felt. Oh, I can't keep up with these. I felt the spider web feeling for terms of a spirit box. It's our spook fest.
Do you know what?
Webs.
I've felt that. I felt that as a kid as well. It frightened me to death one night. Absolutely frightened me to death. I thought it was my sister messing around, but she wasn't in the room. But that's what I liken it to, like a spider web going right across my face. Literally like that. It was horrible.
Franz believes that whatever communication people do is more like eavesdropping on conversation than direct messages. Send me healing, Jack, thank you. I hope I get better soon as well. I've had this for too long now. I feel real emotional tonight, Callum. Why? What's wrong? I thought my girlfriend not messing with me, but it's on video. All right, okay.
Amanda says, catchphrases, yeah.
I'm
Yes.
going to be debunking the DR60 voice recorder, which everybody wants for some reason when they ship. It's what they used on Ghost Adventures. That's why they all want one. And it's Panasonic, and they sell for over £1,000 now.
Oh, why? Why?
Must have been on
Do you
TV.
know what? It's the most ridiculous bloody
So
thing.
that's the next debunk. I don't actually have one, but I've got a lot of information together about one.
As soon as a bit of equipment gets a bit of notoriety like that, they go to sell for stupid amounts of money, and that we can tell you loads of brilliant recorders that you can buy. Studio quality recorders that you can buy. Don't spend £1,000 on a DR60. It's the worst money you will ever throw away.
Do we use anything to capture EVPs? Yeah, we use like voice recorders, Tascams, Sony's, Canons, Olympus.
Yeah. We have some.
It's difficult to say what would come into me.
We try to use some of the best audio equipment we can. In some cases, we have like boom mics, Rode NT1s, Tascam mobile field recorders that you can tune to such a degree you can literally hear a bumblebee fart at 50 paces. So if there's anything going on in the building, and if we take the right equipment, it would just sound like a normal bumblebee, I think. So how would you know it's farting? Well,
What do we claim? What do we think to the former American government guys claiming under the oath that there are aliens, says Peter? They're admitting there's aliens, is that what you're saying? That wouldn't surprise me.
yeah, there was supposed to have been one working in the bloody Pentagon for a number of years.
All right, Fran, sorry, I just read that.
They knew him by a real strange name. I can't remember what it was. But, Gemma says there's an old army barracks place in Bolton. The tables move across the room and hear footsteps.
Is that Bolton, Manchester?
And apparently, Milkshake Girl says, yeah, in USA, the USA have admitted it just last week.
Oh, I haven't heard anything.
And Gemma says yes. Yeah, there's been a massive thing about disclosure lately, hasn't there?
Maybe it's because we're going to get a visit, so they're going to have to admit it.
Yeah, and they're slowly drip feeding us this information so we're not so shocked.
To get voices, no equipment, just happens sometimes. Being in a room, random people talking around something. Spirit boxes, alright.
Oh, grab your. Seeing as though we're talking about new equipment, just grab one of the new testers we've got. One of the new environmental testers that were. I'd show you one with a battery in, but I think I've put it in the other room. Thank you very much. So this is another one of the new environmental testers we've purchased just to try. You know, and on the first foray, they're turning out to be really quite good little things. I mean, we wanted something that would alert us to high EVPs, something we could just put down.
EMF.
EMF, not EVPs. Something we could just put down or mount on a tripod. At the back there, it's got the little tripod mount. Something with an audible alarm, and something with the maximum measure hold. So if we...
It measures EMF and temperature.
Yes.
That's what people ask. What does it do?
Oh, right, okay, yeah. And it measures it in Gauss or microteslas, however you want to measure it. But it keeps the highest value on the screen if you press a certain button and you can clear it. But it alarms, so when you walk up to it, you can see what the level of EMF was on the screen because it keeps the highest level. And it takes the temperature as well, it stores the temperature. And it's also got a backlit screen.
And it's got a torch on the back, which is cool.
Tiny little like a walking lamp, which is absolutely brilliant. So we'll be testing those. But all first indications show that they're going to be really, really promising. Yeah.
Really good, very nice.
Very good, very
Apparently that's
nice.
one of your catchphrases, but it's not. It's that guy in...
It's the lucky man, isn't it?
Is it Turkey? Not Turkey.
Ibiza. Isn't it?
Ibiza.
Ibiza. Yeah.
Don't think you can put that on a t-shirt.
No. No. It's not ours to use, is it? Which is a shame. Evening, folks. Just joined, but bought an EMF meter, and still haven't figured out. Lol.
Which one is it?
Right? Yeah. Which EMF meter is it?
Rachel's back properly.
I'm back properly now.
Welcome back,
No
Rachel.
more running. Wonderful. Where did you store all your equipment? It must take up some room.
Man takes up a full bedroom, as does Tony's. He's got his full bedroom as well.
Yeah. It takes up a hell of a lot of room. Whenever we go on an investigation, we cherry pick pieces of equipment that we think are going to be useful in that particular investigation. We don't just have a. Well, we have Pelican equipment cases with stuff in all the time.
Alex, what do you think of the digital traffic?
Oh,
He was looking at someone.
yeah, I was.
You
But
can't see him in the dark.
Yeah, but, and the thing is, they don't do the natural.
DC.
I mean, I think they've got a function on there that kind of like emulates natural DC, haven't they? But I like something with a needle on and a meter. You know,
Old school.
Analog, old school. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the newer ones. I don't know. I guess we'd have to get one to test one on location. Yeah.
The oldest camera better for capturing apparitions.
Are you talking about film camera? Are you talking about film camera? Because if you are talking about that in an analog sense, that's exactly what we were talking about with tape recorders as well. That captures information in an analog sense, like an old
Classic
camera.
UP, do you have a preconceived opinion of what it is? Dead person, aliens? No, we never think it's a dead person. We do try and rule out if there's any kind of taxi offices nearby, radio stations, mobile phone, anything like that.
Just anything. I mean, to be quite honest,
We just get a bit excited when we get one.
if you're familiar with the concept of how crystal radio sets work, I mean, they're not powered at all. The frequency is caught. It's a cross vibration caught through a germanium diode, and it is just registering a frequency. So we always think
EMF 390. I don't think I've seen one.
GQ EMF 39. Oh, I don't know.
I can't Google it because my phone's on live.
Yeah, so is mine as well. Yeah.
Mark,
But,
did you work out what the clicking was that you got at the graveyard that month or so ago? No, I never did. I can't say it was paranormal because I don't know if it was. It could have been electronic back noise, but I couldn't replicate it, so I don't know why it just did it at that particular moment. Could have been some sort of interference, I suppose, from whatever, I don't know. I didn't figure it out. You make me laugh, Mark. It's not what you say, it's the way that you say it. All right, okay.
Isn't that a song? Nikola Tesla said that he
Sorry.
talked with other dimensions when he turned on some of his inventions. Yeah. He did believe he was talking to other.
Put a tape recorder in a Faraday bag. Yeah.
He says exactly what we say now. Where do these voices come from?
Have I debunked the paranormal music box? No, I don't have a paranormal music box. I could probably debunk it without having one. It's probably set off by a motion sensor, isn't it? And there's so many things could trigger a motion sensor.
Like I said, wasn't much, but for a CE5, etc. I don't know what's. Yeah, Akashic Records. To access, I ended up in a triangular corridor. CE5. Yeah, CE5. The Stephen. What's his name? The scientist America, Stephen
Hawkins, no.
he's big with UFOs.
But it was
aliens.
just a motion sensor.
I've got the software on my phone actually, the CE5 software.
Yeah, anything can trigger a motion sensor. Any kind of light change or anything like that.
Hello, Blue Eyes.
You can set the music box off with shadow, right? That's what Guido's saying, I think.
Right, shadow sensors.
Nothing's solid to say. It's dead people.
Greer, Stephen Greer.
No, there's not. We can't say that. Nobody can say that. It's definitely dead people or aliens.
No, I was going to say no one knows what it is. Have you ever had a spirit react on command? Yeah. But not consistently, and that's the annoying thing. Like over and over again, no, not consistently. Maybe one time, twice maximum, but never consistently.
I'll have another strepsil. I don't know if you're meant to eat this many.
Do you want a Lemsip? Do you think that'll do?
I can't have Lemsips because they're bad for blood pressure.
Aha, I see.
So, it's 9:30. That's flown past, hasn't it?
Bloody hell, that has flown.
Are you at work tomorrow?
I am at work tomorrow. Yeah, I am at work tomorrow. And I can't wait to get in. Because I have stuff coming through the post that and I always pick it up at work because I'm never at home to receive it.
All right.
So it's exciting. Really waiting for this other camera to come.
Hot toddy. Sounds good. I've only got gin and port in there at the minute.
Hot toddy.
Yeah, so I don't think
I
it'll
think I had
work.
one of those earlier.
Can I have a hot gin? Will that do the same thing?
A hot gin.
I don't have a cold or anything. It's just a throat infection. I need a shave. Apparently,
Oh God.
you've had experience with other people, and we all seen a shadow kid, and he even ran through a field, tall grass, and the grass moved as he went straight into the brick wall. 7 people shot. I mean, if a lot of people seen that, you've had more than one witness. That's cool. It's a shame it wasn't captured, though.
Yeah, that's the other thing, isn't it? You know, evidence.
Honey and warm milk.
Evidence it.
Thomas Edison's supposed to have invented a machine to talk to ghosts. Yes, so's Tesla.
In fact, Tesla used to be one of Edison's students, didn't he? Or one of his. He used to work for Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
And they do say that Edison pinched some of his ideas. Because it was Nikola Tesla that brought us AC electricity, which is safest. And if it wasn't for Tesla, we'd all still be running on DC, which is absolutely deadly.
There's an old asylum. They have security, so 3 of us put our hands up like we got caught. All right. So yeah, I don't know if I'm doing many lives next week, if I'm still struggling to talk. I'm going to get some more videos up, some debunking videos, so I'll have to keep an eye out. Keep your eyes peeled for these free giveaways as well. Can I have a t-shirt with a ramming on the front and the dolls on the back? Peter.
God's sake.
We'll have a word with our mods, Peter. Our mods are doing all the design work and things. We can't take credit for that.
Oh, how did the badges turn out? The Annabelle project.
They're good, they're good. Yeah, it was Amanda was showing me some of them the other day. I'm going to be working on the editing the Annabelle project, so those that are members of the YouTube channel will be able to watch it. So I'm going to shoot off, I think. Did Houdini ever debunk the paranormal? I think he tried to, didn't he?
Yeah, he said to his wife, this was the basis of the Halloween experiments that his wife did. I can't remember her name, but he said...
Was it Mrs. Houdini?
Yeah, that's it, Mrs. Harry Houdini, that's it. And but he said, I will come through to you.
Yeah.
If you hold a seance, I will come through. And she was never able to do it. They were never able to do it. And that's the one thing he said he wanted to do. He said, if there's a spirit, if there's anything there, I'll prove that there is because I'll come through to you. And they were never able to...
What if it was never his choice to make, though? That's the thing.
I don't know.
Oh, thanks. What's in that?
Honey and lemon.
Honey and lemon. time debunking, he had a secret password that was never revealed. It did, yeah, what he was sharing with his wife, was it? That if he came back from Spirit World, he would share the password.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he knew it was
this a safety word.
You know all about them, don't you, Tony?
I always remember once, some years ago. This isn't really paranormal, but it's funny. So it was.
It's not feeding me beer though. It's just a drink.
There was some years ago. I kind of had kind of a fling that went on for a couple of years, like with an older woman.
All right.
And with an older lady, and this was some years ago. So anyway, I phoned her one day and I said, "Oh, am I seeing you tonight?" And she said, "Yeah." She said, "I want to tell you that when you come in," she said, "just shut the door behind you, come straight upstairs." So I said, "Right, okay, all right." So anyway, I got to hers and she lived in Cleethorpes, this lady. And I said, "Linda?" And she said, "I'm upstairs." And I thought, "Oh, right, okay." So I went upstairs. I said, "Linda?" She said, "I'm in the bedroom." So I went, "All right then." So I opened the door. She was sat on the bed in this long black coat. And is that all right? Well, it is lemon. It is, She was sat on the bed in this long black coat.
Somebody said it was a safety word, banana.
with these like little square glasses on. And she said, "Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do tonight." She said, "You're going to do anything that I tell you to do." So I said, "Oh, okay." And she said, "Right, first, go get me a glass of water. I'm thirsty." I said, "All right." So I went downstairs and got her a glass of water. I said, "There's your glass." She said, "Put it on the side." She said, "I don't really want it." I said, "All right, okay." So she said, "Right, here's what we're going to do." So she went through this list of things that she kind of wanted us to do. And she said, "I'm going to do this to you and you're not going to say a word and I'm going to tie you down and blah, 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 blah." She said, "And by the way, the safety word is apple." She said, "What have you got to say about that?" And I went, "Apple." And
so what happened through the night? What was you doing?
Well, do you know...
Was she dressed as a dog and she was walking you around the living room?
No. But she said, after I'd just said that, she went, "Oh, all right, fair enough." She said, "I thought I'd just try something different, that's all." I said, "Well, fair enough, yeah." But I didn't really like that, to be honest.
Oh, that's strong.
Good. Get it down, yeah.
What's in it?
Honey and lemon juice. That is it. That is it. Yeah, so that was quite funny. But that was the strength of mine. Oh God, actually, that is really nice.
It's really strong.
I'm quite surprised how nice that is.
50 word it would be, "I'm leaving, don't contact me, I'm calling the police."
What's the safety sentence? Yeah.
Whiskey helps. Does that help with a sore throat? I need something to get rid of the sore throat.
Honey and lemon will do it.
I used to have that when I was having like a cold.
Do you know what? I used to drink that when I was singing a lot. In fact, I used to mix that up. I used to mix that up and take it in like a throat spray thing, honey and lemon. Yeah. Gemma says, "Oh my God, ha ha, that is so funny. Oh, my partner has honey in his coffee. It's a great natural sweetener, Honey's the only food that will never go off." They found honey in some Egyptian coffins that's still okay to eat, weirdly.
Yeah, this didn't hold a very good charge. Yeah, so I'll be cutting the live on YouTube shortly because we're running out of power, even the power bank's died. So we are going to say for YouTube, we're going to catch you through the week. We're going to upload some more videos for you to watch, hopefully some good debunked videos. And we're both going to say thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it has. It's been a real pleasure for you.
Good night, everyone. SR Spookfest, Mr. Rough Dog, Sarah, Mrs. Geek, Beardo, Mike, Jay, Peter, Lisa.
Excellent, yeah.
They're all popping up.
Everyone who's tuned in
Mary,
tonight, thank
Sarah
you
G.
so much.
Jack, Shandy, Franz,
Mr. Ruff.
Kathy, Alex, Sab the Seeker,
Jack.
Take care, everybody.
Take care. Yeah, take care,
Cheers.
everyone. Take care. Devin says, don't leave us.
Oh, that's strong shit.
It's good
Ugh.
shit. It is good shit.
Get better. Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Geek. There's a big shadow behind me. Is it when I stood up? The light's in front of us and I'm like 6'2", so that's casting a big shadow. Is that what it is? Look.
And Pete Peacock says, and the doll from the ramming. Thanks for that, Pete.
He's getting a blow-up sheet for Christmas.
I think he might already have one.
He's already got one. Anyway, take care, guys.
Amanda,
See you soon.
bye everybody, take care.
See you later, Shandy.
And you will